Okay, so we're diving into some really cool podcasts today.
Yeah, we are.
We're looking at a recommendation for podcasts that, we're supposed to be really good for people like you who want to learn things quickly and enjoyably.
Right.
So these are kind of known for being both informative and engaging.
Exactly.
So we're going to go through 5 of those and kind of give you the highlights
Perfect.
so you can decide if you want to check them out.
Sounds good.
All right, so first off, we have a really, really big name in the podcasting world.
Huge.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what makes it so popular is just the crazy range of guests that he has.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he'll have, famous actors on one day and then leading scientists the next day and comedians and athletes.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, I think, for someone like you who enjoys, really deep dives into topics,
Yeah.
is that these are not short interviews.
Oh.
He'll often spend 3 hours
Oh, yeah.
talking to people about all sorts of things like, neuroscience and space exploration, fitness and health trends.
Yeah. I think I heard one time he had someone on there talking about I don't know if it was like a sensory deprivation tank or something like that.
Yeah, totally.
It was wild, but
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
yeah, exactly.
But I think that's part of the appeal is this sort of unexpected connections and perspectives that emerge
Right.
from those kinds of conversations.
Totally. All right, so moving on, we got Stuff You Should Know.
This one's fun.
This one's great.
Yeah.
If you are just curious about a lot of things.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just really enjoy learning new things.
Like random facts.
Yeah.
History science, just everyday mysteries.
Right, like stuff you actually would want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why is the sky blue?
Yeah, and they do such a good job, I think, of breaking it down and making it fun. You walk away actually remembering things.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
It's great for just expanding your general knowledge base.
Oh. Absolutely. All right, so then we've got The Diary of a CEO.
Ooh. Now, this one, I think,
This is a good one.
is particularly relevant for you given your interest, I know, in business and professional development.
Totally, yeah.
It's hosted by Stephen Bartlett,
Mm-hmm.
and he interviews all sorts of people who have, achieved success in different areas.
Yeah, founders of companies.
Yeah, tech companies, traditional industries, creative entrepreneurs.
What's cool about it is they really dive into the stories.
Yes, the human stories behind the success.
Yeah, it's not just oh, I started this company and, now it's worth $1 billion. It's
Yeah, what were the struggles?
right, what did they overcome? How did they actually get there?
What are some of the maybe less glamorous aspects of it?
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we have the Lex Fridman Podcast.
Now, this one, I think,
Oh, yeah.
would be right up your alley if you're interested in kind of the bigger questions.
Yeah, like the future of AI.
Yeah, consciousness, philosophy, science, and technology, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And what's great about him is the depth of the conversations.
Yeah, these are some seriously in-depth conversations.
Oh, yeah, he'll have on, world-renowned scientists and thinkers.
Oh, yeah, like the top people in their field.
Really trying to, go deep on some of these concepts in a way that even if you don't have a super technical background, you can still follow along and find it interesting.
Right, like they don't get too in the weeds to where it's just you're lost.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely accessible for everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay, so last but not least, we have Serial.
This one's a bit different.
Yeah, this one kind of takes a turn.
It focuses on real-life crime investigations.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of a true crime
Interesting.
podcast.
Okay, so if you're someone who really enjoys suspense and those kind of investigative stories.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty of investigative journalism.
This one is supposed to be really, really good.
Yeah, super captivating.
Interesting. Okay, so just to recap for you really quickly, you got Joe Rogan Experience for those super long conversations with all sorts of different people.
Wide-ranging discussions.
Stuff you should know if you just want to, learn new interesting facts all the time.
Easily digestible little nuggets of information.
Then you've got The Diary of a CEO, which dives into those personal stories of success in business.
Yeah, behind the scenes, look.
Lex Fridman for the big questions about the universe and technology and all that stuff.
Exploring the frontiers of knowledge.
And then finally, Serial for a true crime deep dive.
Unraveling mysteries.
So those are your 5 podcasts.
A really interesting mix.
Yeah, I think there's something in there for everyone.
Absolutely. And I think, the key takeaway here is that they all have different approaches to presenting information.
Yeah.
So it's really about finding what clicks with you,
Right.
your learning style, your interests, all of that.
What are you curious about? Yeah. So as you're thinking about all this, I want you to consider, which of these formats really stands out to you, and how listening to one of these podcasts could maybe change your perspective on things.
Yeah, open up some new avenues of thought.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's it for our deep dive today.
Until next time.
See ya.